Good morning and welcome to Signal Centre Talking Bull. It's Stephen Taff here. You look a bit small, Taff. You look like you've shrunk.
Right.
I've got to
I'm
come down
actually
here.
I'm actually 6 foot, man.
I bet you are. Right, sorry about the delay today, guys. We've been our knuckles have been wrapped because supposedly we were advertising. So we've just adjusted everything to remove all the advertising. We're just going to go through as we normally do and provide educational content for all traders around the world, including TradingView traders. That's the idea of the show. But some people have thought that we've been advertising. So anyway, we'll just crack on and go through the show and try and yeah, make it look a little bit more professional next time. But in the meantime, you've just got to deal with what we've got. So the latest headlines: the latest New York Fed inflation survey recorded a decline in one-year expectations to a 10-month low of 5.75% from 6.2%. The three-year expectations index also dipped to 2.8 from 3.2, and the lowest reading for close to 2 years, which should provide an element of reassurance for the Federal Reserve. The decline in inflation expectations helped underpin risk appetite during Monday, with further hopes that monetary policy could be less restrictive next year. US equities posted a fourth successive daily advance, which helped underpin global equities. The latest US consumer prices data will be important for market sentiment on Tuesday. Consensus forecasts of a slight fall in headline consumer prices for August, with the annual rate declining to 8.1% from 8.5%. Core prices are forecast to increase 0.3%, with the annual rate increasing to 6.1 from 5.9. Weaker than expected data would increase speculation the Federal Reserve could adopt a less aggressive policy stance, while stronger than expected data would renew fears over the outlook and potentially trigger a sharp setback in risk appetite. So, key data to watch. Sterling drew some support from reports that EU Commissioner Šefčovič was willing to sanction a substantial reduction in the number of checks of lorries travelling to Northern Ireland. The latest UK labour market data recorded a decline in unemployment to 3.6% in the 3 months to July from 3.8%, although there was a smaller than expected increase in employment. Underlying average earnings increased 5.2% in the year to July from 4.7% and slightly above expectations of 5.1%. The data reinforced expectations of further Bank of England tightening. And finally, latest UK inflation data will be released at Wednesday's European Open. That's tomorrow. Consensus forecasts are for a slight decline in the headline rate to 10% from 10.1, with the core rate holding at 6.2. So that's it. We're going to have to rush through the show a little bit. We're a bit strapped for time this morning, unfortunately. And we'll start with Bitcoin. I'll go run through this and give you what I'm seeing on the charts. We're obviously having a bounce from the major support level, and we have actually reached the reverse trend line. So this is the trend line which would have been support previously and is now turning into resistance. That's coming in at 22,600. So that's the level to watch in Bitcoin at the moment. On the downside, really sort of like support coming in all the way down to 21,137. Short-term charts, 4-hour chart maybe showing a little bit of a topping formation, a little bit of hanging man, bearish engulfing, shooting star. Yeah, so it looks like this this rally higher could be stalling ever so slightly. So watch out for that in crypto. I'm going to hand over to Taff now. He's going to run through gold and oil.
All right, thank you, Steve. I'm going to leave the monthly and the weekly and just quickly go through the daily and the intraday. So on the daily, we had 3 days, 3 days of gains. This is on US oil with three days of gains, and we seem to be approaching a resistance here on the baseline. This is the Kijun baseline, which is pretty much your 50% retracement from 97 to around 81. So this is an area to watch out for on your intraday. And then we also have another resistance at the 92 level there. If we zoom down on the intraday, I've just expanded that a bit. Let me remove the Ichimoku lines to make it more clearer. So you can see on the intraday, we've been going up, like I said, for 3 days. And today I'm looking to watch out for this first support here at the 86 level. Um, and then we've got second support again at the 84 level. So I'm really looking for price to come down here and then get a rejection. And then when it goes up, it's going to be capped at the 8943 level, which is our daily Kijun zone. And then the second resistance is the 92. So I'm bullish today, but looking to buy dips right around this area here. It looks like this move has already started already, but I'm sure we'll get a bit of rejection from this area. If you look
Yeah,
again, also,
looks like a bit of an inverse head and shoulders
yeah, exactly. If you look
potentially
again,
forming.
yeah, potentially. If you look again, we've got this here, the head here, shoulder here, and another shoulder right about here. If it comes down, it makes a really nice inverse bullish head and shoulders, and then to take us all the way up to here and 92 level here. So we're bullish. We're looking to buy dips, and then on gold. Okay, gold. Again, I'm going to leave out the monthly and the weekly. I'll just start on the daily. Right, on the daily. So we've got this double bottom of formation that's potentially coming up. Let me just remove my Ichimoku lines. This double bottom formation, but that's potentially coming up. It will only be confirmed if we break this, and then if we break it, and then probably test and then jump up again. But for now, what I'm looking to play for this whole week is this resistance zone here. I'm looking for price to be attracted to this zone here. If you can see here, price came all the way from up here from 1800. It dropped, came up, and then it saw rejection. There's a lot of supply here. It saw rejection and then just dropped all the way down to make this double bottom. So I'm looking to play this continuation of the bullish trend to this resistance zone here. On the intraday, what does that look like? Intraday, it looks something like this. Again, it's another, okay, we've got double bottom, but then we've got inverse bullish head and shoulders here that's potentially coming up. But on an intraday, I was looking to play this support here. Look at that beautiful dodgy there. Just played that support, and then now we seem to be bouncing. We seem to be going up again. This was my first support at 1720. The second support is 1730. If this breaks, I don't see price. If this breaks the first support, it'll probably hold on the second support. I don't see price breaking this second support for today. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at a bullish continuation to go all the way to 1750. This might not happen today, but I look for that to happen during the course of the week. So this is my
Yeah,
first target for the week, 1750 and 1760. So that's the play for today. I'm looking to buy dips around this 1720. If we break that, then the next dip is 1713 to go all the way up to 1750 and 1760. Over to you, Steve.
yeah, nice one. I like that. Gold does feel a little bit like it's got that
It's got,
bullish theme in it.
yeah.
I suppose a lot of it will be really sort of driven by the dollar. So
The
we'll
dollar.
take a look at the dollar index. Obviously, if we see this dollar index moving lower, then that will have that knock-on effect and give that support to gold. So that'll back up what Taf's seen on the gold chart. So we've seen 4 days of negative price action in the dollar index. 107.85 is support. There's a little bit of support at 107.61. And we've got a trend line support coming in at 106.60. So that looks like it's backing up the gold theme, and that will naturally play off against euro dollar. We're seeing euro dollar move higher along with cable. A little bit of a double bottom formation confirmed here with a break of the 100 spot 0087 in the euro dollar. We're seeing prices push up above 101 now, 101.45 trading. Been up to 10 near 102, so it looks like we're looking to target and retest that 102 level. That'll be a little bit of a psychological level to watch. Cable, similar sort of price action. Again, we saw this nice bottoming formation. Looking at the short-term chart, this looks again like an inverse head and shoulders has formed, and prices are pushing higher. So this is a sort of thing we see when we're talking about inverse head and shoulders. Sort of almost got a double head here.
Yeah.
We can actually say that this was the left shoulder.
Mhm.
This is the neckline. Here's the head. There's the neckline. The break up above the neckline and the measured move kicks off, and that's what we would see. That's the target. So we're about hitting target on that inverse head and shoulders formation already. So potentially we get a little bit of resistance coming in just above at 117.60, which was the swing high where we moved down here from. But that played out really, really nice. Taking a look at dollar yen, obviously this will be under pressure on dollar yen. On the daily chart, we'll have a look at first. We saw this shooting star, bit of a doji candle, and a hanging man candle, sort of bearish engulfing as well. And this has put this under pressure. 141.55 is where support comes in at the moment. We really need to sort of to maintain the bullishness of this, we need to get above the 144 to 145 area. But I expect to see a little bit more weakness coming in, a test of this 141.57 level, and that should sort of like open up a bit of downside, potentially targeting the 140 to 139.40 area. That's Forex. Let's take a quick look at indices. Take a look at S&Ps to start with. Daily chart, again, this continuation higher looks pretty strong. We're just approaching a 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and we can see that historically this has been quite pivotal around this area. So we're trading just above the 4,100 level, 4126 at the moment. So that should be a bit of a challenge today. NASDAQ, let's take a look. That's approaching, that's just getting through the 38.2, I think. Yeah, just gone through it. 38.2 resistance here, pushing on now towards, we see multiple resistance levels. It'll be this channel up the reverse trend line of this supportive part of the channel. That comes in around about 12,950. We've got resistance up above around about the same level, this green line, which historically has been pivotal as well. We've got 50% fib retracement coming in. So some decent resistance levels we're seeing just above where price action is at the moment. So that there ones to watch out for. The DAX has had a really extended rally and looks pretty strong. I think I sold this yesterday in my gun to head and failed miserably. 61.8% fib trading now, although we are seeing it stall around there. That's 13,446. So yeah, we should get some resistance coming in around those levels. So yeah, that's pretty much got that tied up on the technical side of things. Let's look at what we do, the gun to head. We look at myself and Taff are going to pick a trade idea live on the stream. Each idea will be entry at market, will have a stop and a target. The challenge is to pick a trade idea of at least 2-to-1 risk reward, which is what we apply to all of our intraday trade ideas. And the trades expire at 9 p.m. UK time, or if the stop and the target is hit, whichever one gets hit. And we'll post the performance of them next week. Taff, have you got any idea what you
Yeah, I've
are
got
looking at?
something. I've got
Oh,
something lined up already.
you sound
So
confident.
yeah. I'm really liking this gold move here. This series of intraday higher highs that we're having here. So I'm gonna play that, and then I'll target 17. I'm gonna play at market. That's 17. 2535, and then put my stop below my first support here, just to hide it there at 171652, and then I'll target 174987, which is my first TP. Probably won't hit today, but I probably should go somewhere in that region. So yeah, that's my trade for today.
Nice one. Okay, I'm going to take a look at. I'm going to go with Taff on this. I think we're both singing from the same hymn sheet. I'm going to look at dollar yen and look for a move lower. Need to really do this on the hourly chart. So looking to get in around about current levels. So that's getting in at selling at 142.28. and we're targeting a move back down to, let's take a look. What did I say on the daily chart? Wanted to really target a move down to around about the 137 area. So if we look across, we can probably see the supportive area coming in around about here. So that's targeting a move to around about 138.94. All the threes there, 3,333 pips. I'm going to have a stop 1,111 pips. So that gives me a 3-to-1 risk reward. So I'm going to go for that. Make sure I get the expiry at 8 o'clock. There we go. So that's my trade idea, selling dollar yen, and yeah, looking for weaker dollar today. Okay, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, it's all been a bit rushed, and we'll try and get back on track with everything over the next 24 hours and be a bit more prepared for what's going on today. We'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks very much.
Cheers.